Hello everyone, welcome back to some more Landric Plays Dawn of Man. It has been a long time since I actually played this game. I've been relying on my sort of backlog of recorded videos, but I haven't had a chance to actually sit down and play it for a bit, so I'm going to have to spend a little bit of time remembering where on earth we are and what on earth was happening. I remember that we were getting attacked quite a lot, so I think what I was trying to do was put some fortifications around our settlement. However, since I last played, there has been a lot of updates to this. So one of the things in particular, let's see if I can remember how to even get there through the interface, is they've added a couple more spiritual buildings, so some statues and some banners and cool things like that. But they've also added burial rites. So now we can build burial mounds and so dolmens are now in funerary structures. So technically we have a dolmen somewhere, right? I called it the Storm Dolmen. Yeah. So now people are buried around the dolmen. That's cool. So before we can use it, we do actually have to research it, which is management, techs, and then yeah, you can see over here, funerary rites are now a sort of Paleolithic era technology, which is really nice because one of the one of the reasons we know so, I was going to say the reason we know so much about the Paleolithic, but the reason we know anything at all is because of some of the, sort of the burial rites that people have undergone. And there's also dog training as well, so we can use dogs to help us hunt, and it's technically a prerequisite for this, but luckily the update hasn't broken our save in any way, which is really nice. So we'll quickly unlock this, and we'll put down a couple of things as a result. So let's see. Fury, so that's... so we can't put down cairns yet, which are big structures, but we can put down little burial mounds like this. So let's have a little look at it. Nice little sort of tomb, grave, couple of skulls on it. Reminds us of, you know, life and death and things like that. So maybe I'll replace some of these structures over here with it instead. Oop, there we go. Or maybe, I guess I will set up a new one elsewhere actually, because this one's kind of nice in place and I don't want to destroy the farms or anything because of it. So the other thing we needed to do, like I say, was putting up our walls. Over here we had like a little metal smithing industry, I think. So here, okay, that's mortar and pestle. That's for making bread. Oh no, here's a little metal smithing thing. So we've got all of our little ores here. Got some charcoal over here, and we've got a metalsmith who's producing bronze tools and equipment. So that's going to be quite exciting. Stockpile wise, we've got a fair amount of stuff we could always do with more stone, so we might want to encourage a few more people to go and do that. We can also upgrade our storage huts to warehouses, which will allow us to store some more things, because we are running slightly low on space over here, and certainly over here. I suspect if we do that, so here's one we're already upgrading, we're going to have to move stuff out of here, so we'll wait for this one to finish, and then we'll move everything into this one, and then upgrade this one, and so on. So we'll just bump the speed up a little bit now that I've more or less remembered where we are. I think we probably also want to put down some more houses as well. So we've got 50 people, we've got space for another 12, so we're not in a big rush for that yet, but it would be good to encourage even more people to come along, because then we can get even more people gathering resources. So we've got our little stable here. Nobody present in the stable yet, but I assume you'll go in there come winter time. Where are we at the minute? So just nearing the end of spring, so we've got a little while before we have to worry about that yet. Drying plenty of meat still, tanning a couple of hides. Good dog. Ah, I love that there are dogs. So we've got some watchtowers over here. I don't know whether anyone will actually decide to man those once we get attacked. So I think we'll end up with a bridge here, and I guess I'll put a wall along this this riverbank here, but I guess the river will give us some degree of protection from the raiders. It'll at least slow them down. That's the hope. So, warehouse is complete. There we go. Much more space now. So let's upgrade this one as well while we're here. So I imagine they'll shift all of that out. We've got a couple of people dragging around, what do you call them, sledges, so that'll be useful as well. We've got a haystack. I even put a watchtower down here. Look at me being all prepared. So you are presumably going to go and gather some stone, if I can click on you. So you're going to the stone, you've got your bronze pick, so that'll let you mine out some of this, load it up, and then you can drag it back. Is there anything else we want to build while we're around? We could build some more things. We could build this bridge now, actually. Click and hold to place bridge. I think I was struggling to build a bridge last time, wasn't I? So maybe I'll not build that bridge after all. Unless I can find a spot for it. It looks like this is the proper place to build a bridge because there's a sort of little fjord here, or ford? Fjord? No, fjords are like the big sort of craggy Norwegian things, right? A ford is when you cross a river at a sort of shallower place, so that's what that is. So maybe we can't. I was sort of assuming that's where we had to build the bridge, but maybe it's the opposite. Maybe we can't build a bridge there. Or maybe it's just slightly finicky in either case. So we won't worry about that now, we'll just let people fish. Ooh, is this a pig? That's a tame pig. What are you doing wandering over here? Well, no problem. So we've got some raspberries over here. You know what, I'm going to create some gather jobs for that. I don't remember if there's a particular way to see if there's what the distribution of your workers is, a bit like Banished, which would be quite useful because it'd let me know what I need to balance. So general, I think is, yeah, that's that up there, so that's not what we need. Speed, defense, food chart, straw chart, workload chart. I don't remember what this represents. I guess total jobs? I don't know what the line is. Average jobs? Speed, defense, animals, blah blah blah. Grouped resources, resources, general. Yeah, okay, so not necessarily an easy breakdown for that, but we can sort of see what we need and we'll assign people as need be. You're sad, so maybe we should build some... That's a good point, actually. I wonder if there were any dead bodies that hadn't despawned before the funerary stuff got added. So we should probably add a couple of funerary buildings somewhere. Oh, of course, there's the dolmen, so anyone should be able to get buried there if need be. So where do we want to put the new one? So we've got one sort of behind this sort of set of storage here. So I guess this spot here makes a sensible place for it as well. So let's put a couple around here. So it's Z and C. In fact, I guess if this is our new sort of funerary location, we'll put one here. One here. And can we fit one over here? Yes, we can. There we go. So we'll just put down 3 of those and make that a nice little area. Perhaps we'll put down some torches or skull poles or something like that as well. So what do they need? Stone, bone, dry skin. So we do have some dry skin. I was worried we wouldn't have any of that. We've got plenty of bone and we've got a little bit of stone. So they should all get constructed fairly quickly. There we go. You're a bit sad, so you're going to recover some morale over here at this sort of totem area. Nice. Alright, I feel confident bumping the speed up just a little bit more. Got plenty of food, but more is always good. Was there anything we were working towards on the technology tree? So, oh, we've got enough to unlock dog training, so might as well do that. Brewing sounds very good, but we're going to have to get through these ones as well. So I think the next update in the works for this is the, what's it called? The farming update or something like that. So we're going to add, so we've got sort of simple agriculture as is, so we've got some, emmer and acorn and barley and, you know, early cereal crops. But later on we'll invent the plough once that's been added. So there we go, oh that's right, we're still adding all of the stone to this. So I think what we do need is more quarry work areas. So where would a good place for this to be? And I think, there we go, caveman vision. As everyone knows, everyone's eyes were much better before we ruined them all with smartphones and things like that. So I'll pop that down there. You're going to drag, oh good, you can drag the sledge through these fjords. Fords, not fjords, damn, I keep getting that wrong. I was worried that we'd have to carry all of this rock back by hand. So you're going to work in the mines, that's always good. But I should... Ooh, the trader's arrived. Where's the trader? Trader, 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 there you are. So you are bringing us some beer, some coal, which is fine, we can just make that ourselves, some goats, some ore, some bronze, nothing we really need. Do I want to buy some do I want to just buy the beer? We'll buy some beer to try it out, and then that'll give us a reason to start making it ourselves. Copper, bronze... Is there anything that I want to give up? Oh, the flint stuff is probably... we can get rid of that. So we've got bronze swords and things now, so we don't really need the flint spears. So we can get rid of those. I'll hang on to the axes, because we haven't got many bronze ones. Same with the knives. There we go, that'll do. So we've got some nominal beer, just because we can. And what kind of walls can we put down? So we have invented stone walls, but I feel like that's going to be pretty expensive given that we don't have much in the way of stone yet. Let's put down another gathering thing over here, and let's build some more transport sledges as well. So hopefully this will help people speed along their gathering tasks. We'll build a couple of those, and then people can drag them off to wherever they're needed. Got plenty of logs kicking around. Yeah, lots and lots. So we've got 3 stones here, but we need 6 over here. But it'd be good if somebody could move those across. There we go. So you need some sticks, you need some sticks. Aha, we've got lots of charcoal. The music's suddenly getting slightly ominous. Now, I don't remember if there's a way of seeing it here. Somewhere there is. Where is my craft workshop? So these are just some regular huts. Stables. Workshop. There we go. Oh, so you can... Wait, you can make sledges there. I don't have to put them down like this. Oh, okay. Did not realise that. We can also make some shields once we get shield making technology. Now that sounds quite good. Composite bows also sound pretty useful. But that's not what I'm looking for right now. Is it the crafter? Oh, so you're still making flint things. Do I want you to be making flint things? I don't think I do. I don't think I need you to be making any of this. So we've got leather and skin outfits, but given that we're making wool and linen stuff, we don't really need any of these either. I mean, you might as well keep making some of these bone things. Where is our metal crafter? Yeah, there we go. So the axes, the swords, the picks, they're all going to be much better. Oh, and the sickles as well. Are all going to be better than anything made at the crafter, it looks like. So I'm going to stop them making that just in case we need the flint for something else. So the same with these, right? Yeah, they're warmer and more stylish than the leather counterparts, but it does require a bit more work. So autumn is coming. It's getting a lot more lovely red and orangey colours, but it does mean we're going to make sure we have enough food stockpiled for the winter. Let's kick the speed up again a little bit. Look at everyone suddenly rushing around. So we've built 27 sledges now. Good. So you'll take those away, because as people drag them around they're going to get damaged and things like that. So we're going to sort of continually want them to be working. Now, good, you are harvesting all of the crops, you're going to be able to turn all of that into bread and things like that. Hopefully none of this is left in the fields over winter, because that would be particularly bad, because we're going to need obviously the crops for our people, but we're going to need some of the hay for our animals as well. Aha, a copper mine's been exhausted. That didn't zoom to it, did it? I assume it was one over here. That's flint. Copper. Okay, so we still have another ongoing copper mine. I guess it was down here because this is where the ore is. So that's not the end of the world. you are cutting down trees. There are no trees here, so I guess we can get rid of this one. Ooh, herd of aurochs. Do we want to... You know what? Try and capture some of them. And then we'll cut down some trees over here later on. In fact, we'll cut down you, and we'll cut down you. And it looks like we have a... We're going to harvest berries and bushes and stuff in when they're available, and there we go. This was what I was looking for. So you're going to cut down trees in this area, and we can sort of expand our little village sort of into that little dip just there. And then after that, possibly one over here as well. This looks like a nice sort of flat open area. Excellent. So that's all going nicely. Aha! Our stone is suddenly getting a lot more plentiful as well. So let's try and see where we might put down some... I'm going to drop the speed a little bit. Where we might put down some walls. So I guess... So we could put a gate there. Can we put a gate sort of here? And then wall it off this way? So let's have a look at the gatehouse. Defensive... reinforced platform, reinforced gate. I assume we'll be able to upgrade the gate afterwards, because it'd be a shame to have to tear the whole thing down. No, not the platform. Build, defensive, gate. So I'll put you... Which way around do you reckon this is supposed to go? I assume this side, and then they're sort of closed that way. I'm gesturing at my screen, that's not helpful. Or perhaps this way. Well, why not build it and find out? Feels like there should be a gate here, and there's not. I think I built one, and there was a raid, and everyone went and stood over there despite the raiders attacking from elsewhere. Is that why I didn't do it? Could be. So maybe I want to build all of the walls first before I worry about that. Aha! And I have started walling things off up here. Okay, I'm beginning to remember now. It's been a long time since I've played, alright? Leave me alone. Defensive. And if nothing else, it's going to force them to attack where I want them to. Because hopefully they'll path around this way. So if I build that there, will that block that off? Or will there still be a gap here and I'll have to awkwardly put some more there? Yeah, the defensive sort of buildings are not the most obvious to use, but we'll do our best. And then for now, I guess we'll sort of wall this bit off here. Maybe we'll put a gate here and then have a sort of separate bit over here. Yeah, perhaps. Ooh, the traders arrived. Let's quit that for now. Have a chat to the traders, see if they've got anything interesting. Aha, you have the netting technology, which, you know, it'll save us some tech points, so we might as well. Let's get rid of some of our flint axes. Oh, you've got a high commission. That's going to be a little bit iffy. So we may not... So just hypothetically, even if we give away our really expensive stuff... I don't want to trade that away is the thing. So we've got harpoons, so we don't necessarily... Or rather, we've got fishing rods, so we don't need to hang on to the harpoons. Yeah, even then we can only just afford it, and I don't really want to trade away these. But maybe some more linen, things like this. And then instead we'll get rid of a bunch of flint knives or something like that. Or, I guess, as well. Yeah, it's not ideal, is it? So that technically does it, but it's a lot. Although technologies are quite good. So we've unlocked the netting technology. So that means at one of these crafter, here we go, we can also ask you to make some nets. Which are even better at fishing than the rods. So we'll get you to build fish traps instead of rods. In fact, we can cancel this one right away. And I don't remember where we make twine, but we must be making it for the bows, so that's fine as well. Alright, back to whatever I was doing before, which I've totally forgotten. Oh no, that's right. Defensive buildings. Walls and things like that. So we're walling off this bit here. I guess we will wall... So do we want to put a wall here or here? I think over here. That's going to take quite a lot of stone. Let's do that. Let's see if that... Ah, that cancelled it. So it looks like that tree was in the way. So let's see if it actually blocks the wall. It looks like it does. So if we go between them like that, that's probably better. Yeah, that'll do. And winter is here. Well, actually we're halfway through winter. I think I'll put down a few more mortars, given that we've got a lot of grain, but not necessarily a lot of bread. So that'll be under production, I think. No. Yes. Yes. So I'll put a couple over here, next to the fire. That seems a sensible place for it. And maybe I'll put down another fire as well, which will also be in production. Yeah. And then how many people have we got? 6 more people. I think what I'll do is I'll put down another house so we're ahead of time. Roundhouse. That's right, this is a better house. Oops. Not R, that zooms in. Put that there. So let's have a look. Residences. Somewhere over here. Do we have a roundhouse? Yeah, this one here. So this can house 5 people, gives us 3 prestige. You can cook and eat food, and resources will last longer if they're stored here. So this one's, yeah, so the huts are just slightly smaller and give us slightly less prestige, but they're not too bad. So maybe we should upgrade some of these rather than just build new ones. So where are we? Let's upgrade this hut then, might as well. Still got, well, I say we've got plenty of stone, that's just because it's still in the stockpile and not all the way over here yet. Although that wall is coming along quite nicely. Let's upgrade one, and we'll upgrade the others later. Do you want to put down some more mortars over here as well? I think we might as well. Part of the trick to this game is just sort of getting the AI to do what it is you want. But that's where part of the fun comes from. So one there, one there. And with that, I think that is where we are going to leave this episode. So I've given myself a little bit of a refresher. We've not necessarily done a huge amount more, but next episode I'll kick the speed back up and we'll make some more progress, and we'll try and work our way, I think, towards some more interesting megaliths. So there we go. Oh, they've got little drawings on as well. Nice. Alright, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.